What's up, y'all? Baby, I had to go on Instagram Live for this one. Oh, Lord. I think it's safe to say, it's a sad reality, but I think it's safe to say, and y'all gonna hear my little heater in the background. There's a lot of black men. What's going on? Get it done. Hey, what's up? What's up, Prince? It's a sad reality, but there's a lot of black heterosexual men, girl, who are having a whole identity crisis. They don't know who they are, girl. They having it kind of gives the illusion that get it done? Look, it gives the illusion that they wanted to have LGBT people there in the midst to make it seem like they're inclusive. But when you listen to what they're saying and what they mean about masculinity and what is masculine, it literally discounts the experiences of both Reckless and goddamn Conscious TV. Now, shout out to Mandrell. Shout out to him. The dude right here. Shout out to him. He's open-minded. There was another individual there. Mr. Bennett is open-minded. We have Mr. Information Man, which I know when he came on the platform, baby, he the one that low-key initiated that whole energy. Prince, what's happening is there's a conversation going on entitled Emasculate the Black Man, the New Frontier, okay? It's from the Black Man Unfiltered space on YouTube. They invited both Reckless Logic and CTV, shout out to both of them, to be on the platform. And they were supposed to be bringing more context and nuance because at the end of the day, Reckless and CTV are black men. If CTV and Reckless was riding in the car in the deep South, I'm talking about in areas where people like you shouldn't be around here, with any of these black men, I'm pretty sure that the person who is doing the hate crime would say, you know what, Reckless and Conscious, y'all can go ahead and go because y'all don't quote unquote contribute to society, so we don't have to worry about you creating other nigglets. But the rest of these heterosexual men, like, that was never the question. They would have it would be Christmas in February. And what a wonderful time to do it during Black History Month, where any of these men along the side of Reckless and CTV would become new Christmas tree ornaments in February. They would be on trees. And they literally sat here and spoke about masculinity, the one thing that they struggling with, because once again, these are a panel of not the host. The host, I believe he's more open-minded. And discounting Mandrell, Mr. Bennett, and the other individual, I forgot his name. But everybody else on this motherfucking panel, these are niggas who don't know who they are. And they feel some type of way when they see people like them choosing to self-actualize and love themselves so that they can go ahead and proceed in life, which is why, statistically speaking, LGBT people make more money than their heterosexual counterparts. And the fact that these black men feel some type of way and want to run from the idea of being homophobic, they don't want to address their homophobia. They are literally talking about picture. The thumbnail on the video literally is the video of that one dude, I forgot his name. He dressed up like an anime character or something. I forgot it. But that literally was the concept where it was extrapolated from. But it gave the illusion that it was feminine as fuck, so therefore it was gay. There was the other one where it was Rihanna, the new magazine cover, where Rihanna is literally holding her man's hand, and the husband is in the back holding the baby, as if though, thank you, Jonathan Major, thank you, get it done, I appreciate you. That it was considered masculine, like, and then then when the LGBT people come in and add context and nuance, which none of these niggas know nothing about, especially Mr. Frizzy. Mr. Frizzy at the top felt some type of way because LGBT people are dominating y'all intellectually. Because if you want to play the oppression games, not only are we black, but we are gay. So we're dealing with ostracization. I ain't gonna try to attempt that word. Andrew Caldwell try to possess my tongue. We dealt with oppression not only from the outside of us, but also from you niggas. You niggas. So for those of us who had to fight through that and to love ourselves through that, we actually self-actualized and begin to manifest our best life, which is why you have so many gay men now who are hairstylists, shout out to Get It Done, who are makeup artists, who are, what's up TTB, other individuals who are LGBT, who are making that money, baby, who are on television, who are in TV shows and movies and stuff, who are actually getting it done. And you have a bunch of insecure ass niggas on here who feel some type of way because LGBT people are choosing to not allow the societal roadblocks in front of them to stop them. All these niggas want to be leaders but don't have any of the solutions to do that. Because if that was the motherfucking case, y'all would actually be doing something. This individual here, Mr. Hink, said that the problem with us is that we have one leader. We need to have multiple leaders. Yeah, that means that everybody is going to have to motherfucking play the game. I'm in tears, Miss Indeed. Oh, no. Oh, wow, yeah. Shout out to First Lady TTB. May she always rest in power. What are you talking about? There's a panel going on this platform, and this is the title that's going on. And they literally sat up here for 2 hours. And it's some more, because I know how BubzDaGawd get down. We here for hours, because we like to break stuff down. That's why context and nuance is important. Because what's happening is a bunch of insecure ass motherfuckers projecting their insecurities because gay people are winning. And instead of them asking them, damn, how the fuck did y'all do it? Y'all want to sit up here and y'all want to blame everybody else for the destruction of the black community. Meanwhile, and they were trying to speak about emasculation, especially Mr. Information Man, from a historical standpoint. But homosexuality is still a part of what y'all consider to be a European thing or something that's foreign from black people, when it's not. So what we're going to do is we're going to continue to see what's going on in this conversation, baby. And shout out to CTV Girl. That's a real ass nigga. That's why my ass in the wilderness, girl, in my own nomad phase, trying to figure out who I am, bitch. Because that nigga right there, bitch, is the only motherfucker in my life who fucking challenged me, bitch, and helped me to strengthen the foundation to be BubzDaGawd, so that we can continue to deal with insecure ass niggas like this. Not only do we have to deal with y'all niggas online, we have to deal with y'all niggas off. What do you think about the whole straight man shouldn't smoke hookah? I think what happens is that we should allow men to fucking be human beings and be themselves. That doesn't make them gay. What makes you gay is the fact that you are physically and sexually attracted to the same sex. That's it, and that's all. I'm tired of motherfuckers asking these, not you, Trap, but straight people asking these dumbass questions, or even some gay people asking these dumbass questions. They're fitting a normative, a heteronormative. It goes back to, remember Trap, when me and you and Aaron was on Bigo, and we had that conversation about, oh, if a man who is masculine, if a man is a top, but he also says girl, and he also says bitch, and he has feminine ways, is he still a top? Or is he trade? And you know how many gay motherfuckers said no? But then they literally be the same motherfuckers that they wouldn't fuck. I'd be like, girl, what? Girl, this is why I smoke weed sometimes, because I'd be like, girl, I live on planet Earth with a bunch of people, girl, who don't even know who they is, girl. And they trying to fight each other to try to understand, and they get mad at hoes who do know who they are and then have a problem and an issue. Exactly. Divine masculinity is not fragile. That's the problem. We have hyper masculinity and we have hyper femininity. That's why there's so much LGBT expression showing up, because it's really trying to get these niggas to understand these are some low vibrational, basic mind ass niggas. They're not understanding the spiritual aspect, the feminine aspect, the emotional and intuitive aspect. A human being needs both masculine and feminine energy in order to manifest and live their best life. You have niggas who are hyper masculine, who have this idea that's really rooted in white patriarchy. They don't even understand this. And on top of that, why are we having conversations about what being masculine is, but y'all niggas the ones out here who get mad and get y'all panties in the fucking wad in a bunch when you see black men in what you consider feminine garbs, feminine expression? I have a whole bro right now named Chris, the nigga more feminine than me. And I'm the one that's gay in real life, but this nigga is heterosexual and be fucking all type of women. To where when we used to go to the gym together, the people at the gym thought that we was motherfucking together and that he was the bottom and I was the top. And bitch, I'm 5'2" and he taller than me. But he still likes pussy. He still like titties. See, this is the era where motherfuckers need to know if they securing themselves, girl. Because when you securing yourself, bitch, it don't matter what a motherfucker outside of you doing, girl. You understand that God gonna bless you. You understand that you ain't gonna miss your goddamn blessing. No matter what happened to somebody else, girl. But these niggas don't understand that, girl. See, that's why I'm glad I'm not on this panel, girl. Because the way that my mouth set up, bitch, and no shade, I really be practicing peace, girl. I really, really do. Because I don't want to have to get in the motherfucking streets. But if I have to, girl, I will. And these hoes is not ready, girl. Because like I said, I'm not just a physical bitch. I'm a spiritual bitch. And I know hoes who are spiritual bitches too, girl. So some hoes might want to keep the cute bitch. For a hoe come dream walk on your ass, girl.
I heard Conscious TV make references to people being homophobic and what have you.
Oh, yeah. So here's the thing. CTV just addressed the underlying homophobia. They didn't like that CTV and Reckless was asserting their information into it because it made these heterosexual men accountable. See, that's why they say a lot of times a lot of black men are like the white men of the community because they want to have supremacy to where no one checks them, no one challenges them. They don't understand their contributions of destruction. So instead of taking accountability and doing what a real leader does, instead of doing that, they'd rather just go ahead and put the blame on somebody else and can't even fucking factually back it up. So CTV allowed these niggas to talk for like 35, 45 minutes about what masculinity is to them, and it didn't include Reckless or CTV at all. It didn't include them at all, whatsoever. So he just caught clock. Matter of fact, let's hear what the fuck he said. Let's hear what he said, girl. I can show you better than I can tell you, bitch.
To lead us all to one place, like we used to have. That was our problem. When you have one leader, they would pinpoint him and take him out. If you have multiple leaders, you got a better chance. So like what Freezy was talking about a tribe, you need a tribal leader. So every man on here who has a family and they take care of need to be leaders in their family. And we can come together and collaborate and come up with some ideas and some thoughts on what we need to do to make it, to take it further out than just our local cities. Take it out to our states and other states, maybe even other countries. So that's what masculinity means to me.
Listen, it's simple. I'm gonna tell you something. This panel, right, what I've been a part of this evening has shown me what masculinity is. Masculinity is being able to participate in a panel full of men or a conversation full of men and not claim victimhood. Wow. Men don't do that. We talk amongst each other and we ain't gonna claim. Listen, I was talking, CTV interrupted me, then JT interrupted CTV. We're not gonna protect you like you're a woman. It's a panel full of men up here.
Go there.
And that, wait. And that's how men operate.
Shut the hell up, Frizzy.
See, you don't like my answer.
No, because your answer is bullshit and hypocritical because you didn't clock the literal bias in the fucking room. When these other straight men got to speaking, certain niggas who couldn't zip they lips.
Mm-hmm.
But
we all men.
Oh, when
My man, all they got to do is ask him to give you a
Jesus, because I didn't have no problem cussing JT the fuck out, but the host wanted both of us to simmer down.
That's a way of dealing with
I can hold my own against JT, but I wasn't allowed to swing and bang on JT, and JT wasn't corrected, but yet we were supposed to be here to have a orderly civil, to have an orderly and civil, to have a civil.
And this has kind of been the whole thing for the LGBT people on the panel. There are people who insert themselves, and yes, it's like the LGBT people always have to deal with that. Whenever they insert their things in there, all of a sudden it has to be then for critique. Okay, so if we're going to play this game, then what y'all saying could be critiqued as well. But y'all don't have context and nuance. See, you need to be tapped in your emotional side in order to understand that. Because the more you have context and nuance, you understand that you also look at yourself. And a lot of these egotistical ass niggas on the platform, girl, with disappearing hairlines and hats and shit. God forbid my damn future. Look at Mr. Information Man shit. His shit going back, bitch. He look like a receipt. He like a stressed out Storm from X-Men, bitch. What is a toad? That's, girl, what she say, girl? What happens to a toad when it's struck by lightning, girl? Recede your hairline, bitch. Goddamn. But that's always been the thing. But then whenever LGBT people stand up for themselves, when y'all, it's like y'all literally are talking about LGBT people. Why y'all talking like these niggas ain't in the room? Y'all literally sit up here, and that's why, again, there's no emotional intelligence, simply because, and look, all these niggas looking on their phone. I know y'all talking behind the scenes. I know y'all talking behind the scenes. Y'all gotta call all type of reinforcements and shit. How is it it's two homosexuals on the goddamn platform, girl? And to Mr. Information Man point, some of these other niggas point, we're talking about the emasculation of black men. We're talking about the emasculation of black men. But y'all also include homosexuality into that as well. Look at the fucking thumbnail. Visually. Y'all think that's some gay shit. But I get it. Black men have been under a lot of motherfucking fire. And as a black man myself, I understand that. But goddamn, y'all want to be leaders, y'all gonna have to realize that your community is going to vet the fuck out of y'all. Y'all vet the fuck out of us. When it comes down to LGBT, it's automatically protected children, girl. There's some sort of sexual deviancy going, girl. There's some sort of mental illness there. There's all this bullshit. But then, oh, well, that's just, that's just my opinion. Okay then, girl, but then when it's our time to give opinions, and not just opinions, but more times than not, bitch, fact, to back up what we're saying, now all of a sudden, girl, see, y'all niggas are the ones that are going to be struggling, girl. Y'all hairlines disappearing, bitch. The dick ain't staying as hard anymore, girl. Y'all gotta get gas station Viagra pills and hemp prescriptions, girl, at fucking 35, 40. Y'all niggas' bodies is being shaped off like goddamn big screen TVs from the early 90s, bitch. Don't know where the top of the back and the bottom of the ass begin. Or should I say the bottom of the, the bottom of the, I said it right, the bottom of the back and the top of the ass begin, girl. SpongeBob the fuck out. And it's sad because we have to sit here, and that's why for LGBT people, the long suffering is real. That's why we're able to survive and thrive, girl, because we live in a world and society where these niggas are literally in their fucking energy, which these hoes need to learn how to tap into so that they can read the fucking room. Okay, let me shut up. Let's get back to it, girl.
An orderly discourse, correct? Oh, okay. All right.
Oh, let me finish my answer.
Yeah, go ahead. That's the freezer. Go ahead. You finish.
And also, masculinity is being able to operate within the spectrum of clear, defined disciplines. Keyword, discipline.
Like JT clearly didn't have, but don't talk about discipline because you didn't correct it.
Interrupt me 2 times.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm giving you that heat back because if you cared about what you said,
see, y'all talking about victim, but here it is. Oh, see, isn't that disrespectful? See, you're to me. Oh yeah, you literally are playing. See. This is the tactics that's going to continue to get y'all fucked up. Because LGBT people literally dominate y'all when it comes to intellect. Oh, it's 2 people. You got CTV here, shout out to him. You got Reckless Logic, who they're both LGBT. They're both gay men. We also have Mr. Mandrell. He's a heterosexual man, but he's an ally. You also have Mr. Bennett here, who is an ally. I can't speak for all the other black men on the panel. We already know that these 2 niggas right here are not allies, girl. They are enemies. And it's sad because it's like y'all want to sit up here and talk about inclusivity and community, but y'all are literally discounting queer people who also historically, to Mr. Information Man's point about history, who historically have contributed to the advancement of black people. And they even brought them up on the panel. James Baldwin, who gave long-winded speeches like the ones that I give, girl, but motherfuckers was listening, bitch. Because their spirit was being fed, something that these niggas are not doing. Y'all not even leading yourselves by spirit. Y'all leading yourselves by a perceived notion. And y'all the ones up here struggling and have to have congressional hearings, girl, and have all these goddamn secret backwood ass meetings whenever there's feminine men or lesbian women, anything LGBT shown in blackness that is getting some sort of praise. Is that what it is, girl? Y'all need some help? Y'all need some milk? You want someone to hold your hand, girl? And we can do that. Just ask. Yeah, James was gay, and so was Bayard Rustin. Which, if they did their research, the planning committee that he was a part of, girl, had to get rid of his ass because they were afraid of people out on the outside, girl, linking Martin to goddamn Bayard in reference to them being gay lovers. So Bayard removed himself from it because he also understood the greater plight of black people, right? But then what happened is that when they were planning it and it got down to crunch time, they realized couldn't nobody plan this shit and put this shit together like motherfucking Bayard. They brought his ass back and he was very implementive and was a strong foundational pillar in allowing the March on Washington to happen, for Martin Luther King to give his famous speech that a lot of white people use as a cop-out against black people. There's nothing productive about this because they're not even addressing themselves. This is this is like being in the boys' locker room with niggas doing nigga shit and feel some type of way when the feminine boy get around. Why? Are y'all niggas aroused secretly? Because y'all be so invested in the sexual aspect and the fucking and the sucking and all this shit and in the ass and all this other type of things that y'all think about gay people, the sex. Do y'all want some? Nah, there's none of these niggas on the panel look attractive to me at all. These straight niggas whatsoever. None. I will buy a motherfucking dildo and become a bottom before I ever fuck any of these niggas, bitch. And that's on life. So let's continue, girl. Cause girl, this is the shit that I thought weed fuck up your goddamn brain cells, girl. But me smoking and watching this shit, girl, I feel really stupid. I feel like I'm in a remedial class, girl, and I feel like I don't know, girl. At this point, I feel like a teacher's aide, girl. Just looking at how slow a lot of these motherfuckers is, girl. And that's how I know they slow, because the next thing they gonna do is try to be violent, girl. And what y'all gonna do when LGBT people master that? What are you gonna do when LGBT people get CPLs too? What are you gonna do when LGBT people get shotguns and AR-15s and they're versed in the forms of protecting themselves as well? What are y'all niggas gonna do then? We dominating y'all when it comes to the intellect, girl, because y'all don't even tap into y'all emotional side. So y'all missing half the goddamn picture and be feeling some type of way when y'all keep looking forward and you want us to look back and help y'all niggas, girl. And then when we come around and be no nigga left behind, girl, y'all make us realize that we wasting our goddamn time and we should walk away from you niggas anyway. But when we finally start busting back shots too, because that's the next step. Once it goes back to the whole Homelander quote from The Boys that resonates the whole ideology of white supremacy. I would rather be loved and worshipped and adored and valued. But if y'all don't want to give me that, baby, fear is the next best thing. These individuals are not ready for people like Reckless, CTV, Hope Giselle, Joseph Williams, the misunderstood social worker, T.S. Madison, Janet Mock, myself, Quan the poet. They're not ready for these people who literally are transmuting the bullshit that they deal with into something fruitful and life-giving. And what pisses me off about the black community is that that's what we've been doing the whole time. Is loving on each other for real. Because when we go back to the 70s, girl, when we was really in our blackness, it wasn't just black liberation. It was also gay liberation. It was also women's liberation. It was also anti-war. All these things that promote the full expansive inclusivity of humanity. We're trying to get back to that energy. But something has happened to blackness to where now we have this negative viewpoint about our own black experiences. For the first time, at least in my life, from what I see, is blackness imploding within itself. Blackness literally destroying itself from the inside out to where the enemy doesn't really have to do much. Someone mentioned it's a psychological sort of warfare. You goddamn right. Even in the Bible, that's misinterpreted by a lot of Christians, girl. They need to be interpreted through mystics because it's a supernatural book. They need people who understand the supernatural to rightly express it. But like it says, we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities. Spiritual wickedness in high places, girl. And that spiritual wickedness is being exposed. And it's not in the areas that y'all think it is. Because if that was the truth, the objective truth would side with them. And in this conversation, the objective truth, not just with me being LGBT, but with me being human. Okay? And becoming more and more every day a balanced individual. By hearing my own voice. And following my own voice and trusting me. Because I came in this world by myself and I'm going to leave by myself. We can't help that the objective truth is on their side. And instead of these niggas up here doing their actual work, they will continue to defend this falsified idea of masculinity that is not even real and strong. Because if that was the motherfucking case, it would be here today. Maybe the universe and Mother Nature is asking y'all niggas to upgrade y'all emotional game. Because the same white men in positions of power who believe the same respectability politics and ideologies and conservative viewpoints that y'all do, guess what? Them niggas are getting clocked by karma, girl. The Me Too movement is fucking bitches up. A lot of niggas did horrible shit. And now, karma coming back around, girl. Karma coming for everybody. But it's coming for those large social constructs. You know, the ones that believe that they're impenetrable and that they can't be destroyed, girl. Those are the ones that are going to get destroyed first, girl. It's going to start at the top. A lot of y'all niggas want to be leaders, girl. But y'all got baby ass necks. And don't know how to hold the crown in a balanced type of way. And that's what karma gonna do. Karma gonna do its thing. That's why I talk so much, and I showcase, and even in my own life, practice and apply, and it be scary as fuck, but it's a liberating thing. Self-love. Because if you don't have a strong foundation of self-love in these times that are coming and what's to come, girl, you are going to literally lose your mind. All false ideologies are being broken down and the truth is being revealed. That's why my ass is in my nomad phase to myself, because I got to figure out who I am before I can be any sort of beneficial help. And there's even a point in time where Christ had to walk away from motherfucking people that he loved and that he cared about to make sure that he was good, because he had to understand his own mission. What's up, Jamar? And that's what I'm doing. And these niggas are not. So let's continue to hear more of the toxic, hyper masculine type of energy, this fear-based energy. You got a bunch of niggas who don't even know who they are, girl, and projecting their fear out and then get mad when they get clocked. Like, make that make sense.
Crap of phrases that comes out your mouth. How dare you even use the word discipline? But you can even correct your straight male leader below you about his lack of discipline.
I just
and now all of a sudden masculinity. So now all of a sudden now manhood and masculinity is defined by self-control, right? Oh, okay.
Okay, but you just interrupted me. Hold on, CTV, you just interrupted me, and I ain't had nothing to say.
I'm done interrupting. I land my plane. I bang my gavel. I'm done interrupting.
So basically, define disciplines and boundaries, right? And being able to move forward effectively within those constraints. That's my definition. That's my definition.
I'm about to find this video.
Great definition, Freezy.
I'm about to find this video that I uploaded. Yeah. Y'all mad as hell because y'all getting that ass whooped intellectually. Yeah, we know. We see who the class clown is. We see the motherfucker who graduated with D's and E's is. We see the nigga who had to laugh his way through his illiteracy. We see who that is. Y'all can't get mad, girl, that there are valedictorians in the room, bitch. Step your shit up. That be the problem. Let me find this goddamn video, girl, if I can find it.
It's on you, info,
right,
man.
Mr. Bennett, hold on. Mr. Bennett gave this definition. Information,
okay.
man. Go ahead. No, I think masculinity is more about principles and character.
What are those principles and characters? What are they?
Not just outward strength, but your inner spiritual strength. Your ability to balance that.
The ability to balance. Wonderful,
taking care of a family, being a man of your word, sticking to what you believe, and standing on your square as a man. I also think it's about how you control your emotions under certain situations, how far you take those emotions, and how you...
And do you see how they're going to use that to literally denounce the experiences and expressions of Reckless and CTV? Because these individuals are individuals who are also in tune, keyword, also in tune with their feminine energy, despite how they choose to express it. Hell, I am a whole cisgendered, same gender loving man, my goddamn self, who dresses in a more masculine way. I can go into the barbershop and, yo, what's up, bro? I can go ahead and code switch and play the role, and maybe when I open my mouth and talk, motherfuckers know I gay, but when they look at me, they can't tell that I'm goddamn gay. That sort of experience is not going to be the same when it comes down to Reckless and CTV, especially CTV, because of the way that he shows up. I have a level of privilege that even these individuals may not be afforded to experience simply because of how I show up in the motherfucking world. So once again, these ideas of masculinity, and when he's done, this is the question we really need to ask. Hold on.
You can keep them in check.
Wait.
Your ability to look at the world logically, but also look at the world for what it is and not what you want to make it be. Those are some of the essence, I think, of masculinity. It's not just how many weights, how strong you are physically, but I think it embodies more of a mental aspect in most cases. I just want to say this. I think.
Okay, now before he gets into that, because once again they want to critique the homosexuals in the room who scholastically have proven, intellectually have proven, despite being named information man, you came across people who know more information than you, especially when it comes down to homosexuality, the things that y'all niggas struggle with. This is the question that we should be asking. Hold on. Wait. Okay. I'm gonna get my phone. This is a question we need to be asking ourselves. If I can do it like this. Listen.
How would you describe your masculinity outside of the context of women? That's one. 2, as a man, how would you describe your masculinity outside of what it is that you can perform? Number 3, as a man, outside of your ability to be powerful, outside of your ability of sexual prowess, how would you describe your masculinity? So literally, if we remove the pleasures of the flesh, who are you? Where's your spirit? Where's your mind? And a lot of brothers will lie.
Come on.
In order to save their egos.
Come on.
They are more comforted in the lie of their masculinity instead of the reality of their boyhood, and that's okay.
That is what I'm talking about. And that is a cis hetero man. The niggas on this panel, girl, and I might put this on YouTube. The niggas on this panel, girl, I want them to answer that question. Beyond sexual prowess, your power, your ability to perform outside of women, outside of these traditional things, from a mental, emotional, and spiritual standpoint, how do you value and honor the masculinity in those things? And give us a more in-depth type of understanding of what that means. And if y'all answer that question, don't give us no shallow, basic ass answer. Well, never mind. I realize some of y'all niggas gotta answer where y'all at, and is very low. But try your best to think for a second before you speak. Actually think about it. Ask yourself that stuff. Outside of these social constructs that you have been taught to believe to be manhood and masculinity, a framework that you haven't even self-actualized in yourself, but you're trying to police other people who are not doing that. Besides that, spiritually, mentally, and emotionally, how are you masculine? How do you express that in a masculine way? Girl, the universe is gonna gag all you niggas. Y'all niggas ain't gay, but y'all gonna understand how gay people, y'all gonna feel like gay people. Ostracized and all that shit. You goddamn right. It's the transfer of power. The last shall be first, and the first shall be last. That's a spiritual thing. Take that up with God. Take that up with Mother Nature. Take that up with spirit and universe. Ask them why that shit is happening. And if y'all niggas actually did y'all mental and emotional and spiritual homework, y'all would understand that even with that transference of power, it still can include you as well. It'll just be a more better evolved version of you. Girl, these niggas.
Nation has gotten far off the path tonight, because I really thought that we were going to have a conversation in which we really dived deeply into the emasculation of black men from that historical point of view up to today. I wanted to say this too, because I heard Conscious TV make references to people being homophobic and what have you. And that word is so loadedly used today. We have to define what is the term. What does it mean? Is it about fear? Did you have fear or something? I don't think that if I, as a black man, don't like the images that I see as a heterosexual black man, because that's the lifestyle that I live, that's the world that I live in, even though there are many different people in this world of different sexuality, but that's the world that I most reference, because that's the life that I live.
Right.
So therefore, I'm going to look at images a little bit differently. I'm going to question those images. And if I don't like those images, I think I have just as much right as someone who is gay to not agree or like what I see. Does that mean that I fear people that are gay? I've been around gay people all my life. Okay? So it's not about, I fear that, they're going to come and get me, or they're going to take over the world. That's not what it is. Why is it that if I, as a black man, have an opinion about my image when there is historical data to reinforce my opinion, if I have an issue with that image,
then maybe you need to go figure out who the fuck you is, as opposed to critiquing the opinions of the expressions of other blackness. Take what is yours and leave the rest. Create the man that you want to be. But don't do it in a way of bashing someone else, or literally saying that someone else's experiences does not include or is in the umbrella of what a black man is. Because again, there are intersections to the expression through the avatar of a male. even when y'all brought up the whole references about the niggas from the 60s and 70s, like Earth, Wind, and Fire, and all these niggas and shit. I mean, we was okay with them dressing like this and shit and having all this skin tight stuff on that today we would consider gay because they still talked about having sex with women. And do you not see the ignorance? That'd be the thing. Like, that's why we say homophobia, because you have to bring it around to the fact y'all literally don't want LGBT people included. And guess what? Mother Nature told me that bitch, she don't give a fuck. Just like Black Mama had your annoying ass little siblings go along with you every motherfucking where y'all went because y'all was connected, girl. Bitch, hello, Mama said I coming with you. That's what Mama said, and you know you ain't gonna stop what Mama said. But what the fuck you not finna do is get mad at us. See, y'all niggas being called to the carpet. Because if y'all really wasn't homophobic, you wouldn't allow it. Again, Mandrell is a whole cisgendered heterosexual man. He didn't respond to what was being said. Mr. Bennett didn't respond to what was said. But the rest of y'all niggas felt hit. Because in y'all spirit, y'all know it's true. Y'all don't even know who the fuck y'all talking to. There are people in this world who are digging into their spiritual side to be able to tap into what is known as reading the hearts of men, girl. Having a certain level and a gift of discernment. And once again, energy doesn't lie. Energy never lies. Energy never fucking lies. And there are some people who are tuned into that. But see, in order to understand energy, emotion, energy and motion, you have to understand the emotional aspect. And y'all niggas are little dick niggas when it comes to the emotional side of y'all. Yeah, y'all big tick 10, 12, 14-inch dick niggas when y'all masculine, even though that shit be limp and can't even stay up, and y'all ain't got the dick to measure it up and don't know what to do with it. But when it comes down to the emotional side, y'all niggas are motherfucking walking around with millimeter Peters, girl, and we see it. And this is the time, girl, to follow the other stereotype, girl, or saying that says, girl, it ain't the size of the boat but the motion of the ocean, girl. Work on y'all goddamn motions. Rock the boat. Work the middle. You got a whole person, rest in peace, who made a whole song to help you niggas please her. Not just get your nut, but please her too. To where some of y'all niggas have to be told what to do because y'all ain't in that okay, girl. Jesus is on the main line, and he don't know none of y'all niggas. Oh, no.
Because certainly men who are heterosexual live a straight heterosexual life.
Of course.
When we have sons,
of course,
we raise our sons a certain way. There's certain expectations that we have. Now, I know it's all, you can say it's cultural conditioning. Yeah. It's constructs. I get it. But that's the world that we live in. See, once again, recognize the world for what it is, not what you want it to be.
So how do you feel when a white person tells you that? Oh, well, I'm sorry, niggas. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, y'all want reparations? That's not gonna fucking happen. That the statute of limitations was so long ago. You know, it's, what can we do? You know what I mean? Like, and yet 40 to 60% of America right now, white American families, are still beneficiaries from what was known as the Homestead Act. That literally was the promise to black people that 40 acres and a mule, they snatched that shit on up and said, you niggas get nothing. So if we're going to play that game, we can't be mad when white people tell us that hey, this is the world we live in. Sorry. It's not my fault that I was born white and you were born black. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that the system isn't fair. I mean, hell, the system can never be what you want it to be. I want y'all to remember that too. But see, when that's applied, see, that's why I know, bitch, I'm not the one that's crazy. I'm not the one that's crazy. A lot of these niggas don't understand what is happening in the world today spiritually. And if these niggas was really in tune like they say they were spiritually, they would be able to understand it. But they don't. They're reinforcing their false identity of what manhood is. or shall I say this, not false, but this idea that all black men have to be this way. If that's the black man you want to be, that strong, assertive, go ahead and do that. But that's not the only version of black men that is healthy and that contributes to the society. Because let's talk about history. When it comes down to LGBT people, historically speaking, just bringing up history, who were revered spiritually and were put in high positions of power because of their ability to be two-spirited. Look at the indigenous Native American people who honor LGBT people and especially trans people because they are two-spirited people. They are seen in a higher regard. When it come down to kingdoms of all type, they also had eunuchs that were around to protect the women and be in the harem with the women because they were trusted to be around women and not to impregnate them and to fuck them. Because there was no natural desire for that to happen. There are literally tribes in Africa right now. Do your research. But see, they want LGBT people to go back in the closet. They tired of seeing black LGBT people out here fucking winning. They want us to go back in the closet and simmer down. It's kind of like a jealousy thing. Okay, wait a minute, y'all. That's not fair. Damn. And what we're trying to get y'all to understand is that if y'all want that recognition and that and you want to be able to rise, you're going to have to actually do your own self-work. It says that every man should work out his own soul salvation. And don't get mad at the homosexual ones who are actually believing that, girl. Who are not letting social conditions stop them from being themselves. And they start to excel because, once again, energetically speaking, the universe only knows two things. That's yes and it is so. Yes and it's done. Which means guess the fuck what? Girl, we got a girl. CTV went live now, bitch. I better watch that later on, girl, because baby, that's what I'm talking about, baby. And that's why my ass is doing my own thing and trying to have these type of conversations and create it in my own way. That's why I was a little bit disappointed with that whole Ryan Vulgata thing, because it was like I thought it was going to be a time for us to tap into humanity, and we didn't do that. We started caping, and we couldn't even bring up fact to support it. And then we see on this panel, it's the exact same thing from people who do believe that racism is real, but still believe in homophobia and transphobia. And we're talking about the microaggressions. It's like y'all saying to LGBT people, go sit the fuck down, stop working too hard, stop beating us up, stop getting the shine. Y'all niggas gonna have to do y'all work. Because the fact that y'all sitting up here complaining about images that don't support you, you're operating in a victim consciousness to say, well, where's our representation that doesn't have all that? When in actuality, the pictures and stuff is just including LGBT people into it, not excluding y'all. Y'all are removing yourselves.
And the reality is, heterosexual people are going to have issues with these type of images as it relates to black men or any group with going to have some images, going to have issues. But why is it that...
Yeah, go ahead and find it. Go ahead and find it.
I have to be labeled as something as, well, I'm homophobic, so therefore I fear gay people. Last time I checked, I don't go out bashing gay people. I don't go out abusing them.
Now see, here we go. They're saying, just like with racism. Oh, well, I'm not racist. I don't sit up here and call people niggers. I don't sit up here and punch you in the face. I don't sit up here and say, help, I'm being raped by a black man and all this stuff. We're not lynching black people anymore. But as a black man, can't you still feel the racism systemically? As a black man, can't you still feel the racism energetically? As a black man, because of all these centuries of this type of oppression, when you go into certain areas, don't you feel like you're being followed or something? Or is that something in our mind? Is that something, are we actually validating what white people are saying? Are we the ones that are actually perpetuating this whole victimhood when it comes to blackness? But see, if I was to bring that point, they would just count it because it hits too home for them. Because that was, again, Y'all are fucking talking to people who literally are working in the spirit of discernment, and that will put holes in any of your false ass logic because they're speaking the truth. And if what you were saying with the truth, it would literally stand, and it's not standing. So I hope that CTV responds to this.
Going into their communities, harming them and doing harm to them. I don't get up on my bully bullpit and try to demean them.
Mm-hmm.
However, do I or do I not as a man have a right to my opinion if my opinion is not favorable to the gay community or what I see as a heterosexual male? Don't I have the same right to that opinion as people who are of the gay community have their opinions about me? Well, I'm asking that question because what I felt tonight happened is that I felt like the conversation tonight got derailed and got pushed into another agenda.
Here we go.
Really
Here we go.
We were trying
Here
to
we go.
get at
Here we go.
as black men on this panel. We wanted to.
But the motherfucking thumbnail that y'all have on the goddamn live is a motherfucking. Let me show you the picture. Let me show you the picture of what the actual fucking live was, girl. Let me show you a picture of what the actual live was, girl. Black men. Unfiltered. If I can find it. Live. The live is literally off of the picture of this. Show if you can see it. See the top one? The one on the left with Jonathan Majors, I believe his name is Ebony. And then on the goddamn right with Rihanna ass leading Travis Scott with a baby, saying that she's leading. Both of y'all consider that some feminine shit and some gay shit that gay niggas do. This is what. That's why I tell y'all self-love is important, baby, because the world is going to get more crazy like this. The world is going to continue, bitch, to keep doing this. The world is going to continue. The world is going to continue to operate in this way until we actually throw a wrench in this fucking cycle of bullshit and actually start reverting this bullshit and actually working together. Because if we're really black, we need to have these conversations. Y'all need to talk about LGBT because y'all literally y'all try to speak so quietly around it. Like y'all be trying to get smart and trying being covert. Once again, y'all are being covert now. Not overt, which is in offense objectively there, but y'all are doing it covertly. But then have the nerve to feel some type of way when we respond, girl. Are you kidding me, bitch? Okay.
I thought we were really going to do a deep dive into some legitimate issues, which don't even have anything to do whether you're straight or gay, because it is a fact that black men's images and black men in general have been under attack.
By gay.
See,
by gay.
Before they cared about what our sexuality is, they were more concerned about us as black men and calling us boys, demeaning us, destroying us in any kind of way they can.
Yeah, we know we black too.
Right. So therefore, before you're gay before I'm heterosexual, before we're conditioned to whatever we believe, we're black first.
I think you got your late information, and this might have been a problem about your late arrival because your peers took the conversation there. When me and Reckless was asked about emasculation, you spoke about emasculation. It was Frizzy who is obsessed with whether a trans woman and a biological woman is a lesbian relationship or not, okay? It's Frizzy who is concerned about the children and the impact of same-gender loving feminine images on children. See, you got in here and then assumed that the gay men were incompetent and couldn't really hang with this conversation without leading from our sexuality. And then you mistakenly misread the room when your peers were the one who hijacked the algorithm of this dialogue.
That's not true.
Well, I would say that I did not.
Do you see that? So once again, y'all are the black men who have the power, and we just spoke about the different principles of what blackness is, and having our own, and holding, having control over certain things, and dealing with order. Information man, you have the opportunity to speak your whole thing, and then when Conscious TV speaks his side, and decides to once again not let off you niggas' neck because y'all are so used to thinking that y'all can just punk gay people and talk over gay people and threaten gay people and that gay people are going to go back to the motherfucking closet. But then y'all feel some type of way when these gay niggas get in the motherfucking room with y'all asses, get in the motherfucking ring with y'all asses, get in the motherfucking field with y'all asses, girl, and be holding our own to where you underestimated us. Y'all underestimated us. And it clearly fucking shows because y'all won't even allow CTV to finish his point because once again, he reading y'all niggas' spirits. And y'all can't handle it. Let's continue, girl.
I want to correct something right now. I did not come on this panel assuming because you were on this panel that you intellectually could not hang. First of all, I have a lot of respect for you, Conscious TV. I followed your channel. You make very good points on your channel. You're very logical in the way you see things. You look at things very balanced. I get that. So why is their opinions when they talk about, because you just said the derailing of the conversation when it comes to LGBT people, you know, it's a problem and it's an issue and it prevents black men from coming together and finding out what a healthy version of blackness is, because every time we do that, here comes the ABC alphabet community coming around and stuff like that. But then when he go ahead and gives his critique on you and what you said and how you did misread the room, and basically your previous statement just literally verified where he's coming from. Now you want to give him all these accolades about him being balanced and him being aware, and I follow your platform and you make good valid points and stuff like that. Yeah, until my valid points include your ass, which was valid. And now you got to clean all this up to talk about, oh, I ain't saying can hang intellectually with you all. Y'all, girl, and y'all and y'all want black women to choose y'all. Y'all want black women to choose y'all. Have y'all not been in the goddamn comment section of CTV where there are literally black women saying to him, bitch, I want to fuck you at least one time. If you ever decide you want to try pussy, please pick me. Like, y'all don't even understand that there are gay men that can literally steal y'all women from y'all. There's been a few times I've been to a black club, especially a black gay club, girl, like the Woodward girl, with some heterosexual women, and they be so drunk and be crying because they realize none of the dick in there want them, and be fine ass niggas, girl. They be like, girl, you gay? Bitch, let me motherfucker become a drag king so I can at least have a chance with this nigga. Girl. Oh, I didn't come on here to personally be disrespectful to you in any kind of way, and if I did, I apologize, because I know you, and I know you from the YouTube streets, so it wasn't my goal to do so. If I did, I apologize if I did that. But my biggest concern is that I felt like, this is just how I felt, and yeah, maybe I did come in late, but I just felt like it was being, it was going in a direction that was creating these back and forth arguments that I thought that I was hoping that we weren't going to go, that it wasn't going to come, it was going to come into a combustible situation. I was hoping that we could have a really...
Enough of the apology to her. I get it. Enough of the apology to her.
Sir. No, I'm having a conversation. I don't need you. Wait a minute. First of all, let me let you know something right now, brother, because I'm the wrong one on these YouTube streets for you to...
Do you hear all this shit? Girl, please, girl, if it's some prostitutes, girl, that just want to go ahead and do some charity work, please ride these niggas and help these niggas bust this frustration out. Please, girl, the motherfucking side chick, girl, who's willing to take one for the team, please come suck one of these niggas off, girl. Girl, get Grandpa Chicken up in the goddamn far left corner, girl's upset and mad, getting mad at John the Baptist, girl. And John the Baptist know Jesus, girl. If you walked up to Jesus, hey Jesus, that nigga gonna be like, who is you? Okay? And look at reckless ass just cheesing and laughing, girl. Had that been me, my high ass would be up there laughing too, girl. I would have to be keep laughing. Not to keep from crying, but to keep from really roasting. Because ain't none of y'all niggas come with any factual logic, and when you did, there were undertones that do not include Reckless and motherfucking CTV. Because again, the thumbnail brings their existence and their experiences and the way they express themselves as black queer men into question. So for y'all to get up here and not expect LGBT people to not talk about their experiences as a black man and to bring forth context and nuance in the intersections of blackness, and to just go with y'all's version of blackness, which y'all are the ones that are struggling to achieve, that y'all are the ones that have let go of, that y'all are the ones that don't know what the fuck that look like, to where y'all gotta have these goddamn conversations, girl. Y'all literally have this conversation to tell gay niggas, bitch, y'all hoes are not invited to the platform, shut the hell up. And if you are, you're gonna be just like a Pick Misha. Y'all gonna be just like a motherfucking Uncle Tom. Y'all gonna be like a Ron Vulgata, girl. Deny your gayness, sacrifice your gayness for the whole, girl. Y'all are literally tripping about a group of people who are the minority, and it's even a smaller minority when it comes down to LGBT people of color. We understand that heterosexual people will always and forever be the motherfucking dominant class, will be the majority, girl, but at the same time, y'all do not claim the whole totality of what humankind and human existence is, girl, because if God Source Universe didn't want LGBT people to experience life the way that they experience it now, girl, I am pretty sure that God Source Universe Mother Nature don't need none of y'all niggas' help to rectify the situation. Because quiet as it's kept, it's motherfucking niggas that believe in this high value man bullshit. Kevin Samuels ain't his ass gone to glory. And was sent to glory by a bitch who wasn't even black. Girl, in the words of the grandma from Friday After Next, we gonna go to church and we gonna pray for these niggas. Joy to the world, the Lord has come.
I'm talking to this man in a respectful way, trying to have an understanding. We should be able to talk to each other as black men with respect, even when we had some disagreements earlier in the show, because that's part of being a man, being able to say, okay, I was wrong, I was right here, and I was able to come to some understanding. That's part of manhood. I don't need you coming in on the side,
all the way from
information. I don't need you coming in. But I'm gonna talk, and I'm gonna out-talk you. You don't know who the hell.
Do you see this? These niggas literally gave. This is why, girl, the lives be so long, girl. And y'all be so pressed, girl, because when the opportunity finally comes for y'all motherfuckers to walk it the fuck out, girl, y'all just gave us these 10 commandments. I'm definitely putting this on YouTube, bitch. 10 commandments. Y'all was giving us all this type of bullshit. About what a man is and having honor and control, girl. And here it is, you nutting up on a nigga who literally is operating his homophobia by saying, man, fuck that bitch. Don't, you ain't gotta get no opinion. You ain't gotta get no opinion. You a man. What you apologizing for? That's a bitch shit. Girl. I'm trying to figure out who Information Man look like, girl. He looked like he would do good in the Raisin in the Sun play or something. Sidney Poitier-less. Amen, girl. Let's hear these niggas argue back and forth, girl. Ooh-wee, girl.
I am. You gonna shut your damn mouth up right now.
Praise him.
I was in a respectful conversation.
Praise him.
And you come in with that
praise him. Come on, Black Man Unfiltered. Shout out to him. Praise him.
Don't talk to me like that. Don't disrespect me.
Jesus.
So I'm gonna tell you again. When a grown-ass man is talking, shut the hell up. I was having a respectful conversation. I was listening to what he was saying, and as I said, I know.
Look at CTV. Period.
So that's why I had enough dignity to be able to say, okay, I apologize if I was wrong here. That is part of being a man. When you're able to apologize for certain things you might have done.
Oh Lord.
That's being a man. See, but you didn't know that because you're sitting up there in the goddamn chief seats talking when grown
Not the
men are
cheap
talking,
seats.
and you just shut your goddamn mouth.
Not
Don't
the
play
cheap
with me.
seats.
You don't know me. You don't know about
Come
me.
on, cheap
I don't
seats.
Play that. I'm battle tested on these YouTube
Ooh,
streets. So don't even come at me like that.
Cheap.
All right, John the Baptist.
Cheap.
Yeah. Don't say nothing else to me
Cheap,
tonight.
cheap.
I'm not the one to play with, dude.
Jesus.
You don't know me. You don't know me. So don't come at me like that. Now, back to the program. Back to the program. I'm going to tell you again. Don't say anything else. Just like on that damn ass video he showed. Don't play with me, man. You saw me having a discourse with Conscious TV and you want to come in and throw your little shots to the side. I didn't appreciate that. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. I don't want to hear you. Don't talk to me, man. Shut your ass up. Don't shut your ass up. Shut your ass up. Don't get a better. Get your camera game on. Get your goddamn camera game on. Get your mic game on. Coming on here with that raggedy shit on.
This is the second time you misunderstood it. This is the second time you misunderstood me. The first time you misunderstood me when you asked me a direct question.
That's fine. Now, listen, man. We can't have y'all fight for 5 minutes, bro. So listen.
So I said.
Okay, guys. So listen. We can listen. This is. I'm gonna say this, and I know this ain't gonna be popular. We're supposed to be up here having a conversation as men, and we're up here going in on each other.
And it's the heterosexual man, girl. Not one time did CTV raise his voice, girl. Not one time did he motherfucking turn up his mic, girl. Not once did he grab his goddamn headphones like he was getting ready to read a bitch on BubzDaGawd. He ain't do none of that shit. But y'all the men. Y'all the one that's leading. Y'all the ones that's walking with this honor, girl. This is a fantasy that y'all are struggling to manifest in y'all own lives, girl. Which is why you have no problem exerting and projecting y'all bullshit on other people, girl. No shade. Girl.
As everybody up here, whether we like what they say or not, everybody has a perspective.
It takes over,
right?
man.
And I wanted to have that perspective. That's why I went to the back, because normally I'm on the show in the entire show. But when more people showed up, and I know we only have 10 seats, I wanted everybody to just have a.
I like his background. His background dope.
Right.
That's a dope ass background.
What I want to do is, if we can, guys, if we can just stick. Ooh, I think we need to have a prayer meeting.
Hell yeah, girl, because this is the truth. This is what the truth look like. What the saying say? Oh, I want the truth. Oh, you want the truth. You can't handle this. What the real truth look like. Motherfuckers be coming up here thinking they talking what they talking about, girl, and then come across the right ones, girl, who actually honor themselves in truth by being balanced with their masculine and feminine energy, girl, walking in that true, objective, spiritual truth, girl. Okay? Realizing that they're connected to the higher source, bitch, and their own individual, unique expression and way of life, girl. This is the truth. And that's the problem. We gonna have to have more conversations like this. And we black. We gonna yell. We gonna scream. We're passionate people. We're passionate people who are also oppressed. So it's a group of oppressed motherfuckers having conversations to break down the stereotype and the stigmas. That's why honesty is important. That's why emotional awareness and availability, maturity, and accountability is going to be imperative to getting to the solution. We need to have more conversations like this. But before we can go deeper into stuff, we have to deal with the elephants in the room and then work our way to the root. Because again, all these symptoms, like CTV called it, are stemming from a root issue. And we have to get to the root issue. We have to understand the historical contexts, to Information Man's point, but we also have to understand the historical contexts of LGBT people as well. There has to be an amalgamation of this. If we're all black, we have to find a way to honor all the intersections of blackness, which means that there has to be a level of honesty on everybody's part, and have to be open-minded. And CTV is one of the most open-minded motherfuckers I have ever came across. to where a nigga is in the wilderness by himself saying, bitch, how real am I? Because once you see real and real recognizes real, girl, it'll make you, girl, this is over level 9,000, girl. Bitch, let me be like Vegeta and Goku, girl. Let me go train. Let me go to planet. Let me go, I forgot the name of the planet he go to train and shit, girl. But let me go train up there, girl. Because the gravity is different. Let me go to a higher altitude, girl, by myself, bitch. And figure out how to tap into that God within myself, bitch. And if I die, well, goddamn it, I'll come back and do it again. But at least this time, I'm deciding to put that energy in myself and realize who I am so I can show up. Because a lot of motherfucking bullshit energy like this, and I got to be able to stand on my own. No shade. And the greater awareness when it comes to inclusion and really getting to what humanity looks like. Oh, it's never happened before, but it don't mean it can't happen. Anything is motherfucking possible. Bitch, us escaping slavery wasn't part of the plan. But look what happened. Black people surviving for so long wasn't part of the plan. But goddamn it, look what happened.
And I just want to know, I was asking Conscious TV.
It's CT fault. That's what it is. It's CT fault.
I was actually trying to
Conscious TV, is this a form of disrespect?
No, what's my brother name? What's my brother name up there? Because he actually put out here the wrong way.
Information man.
Information man took it out to say the wrong way. Because Information Man was actually right, which I was going to tell you. The apology tour was not, he didn't do anything wrong.
Wow.
What I was trying to tell him was, there was no need to apologize. I was trying to say, stand strong with what you were saying. Because through the whole night, he had been direct, he had been on point, and there was no need for him to apologize. Because he did not at one time say anything. Only time he said something wrong is when he misunderstood what I was saying each time.
Okay.
Now I will give him this. When I said no apologies, when I said there's not need for apology to him, I said that while he was talking. I said that while he was talking. That's why he thought I was. That's why he thought I was a regular.
Not only that, the conversation is about masculinity and our black men being emasculated, right? As the conversation progressed, it progressed organically, right? Even I was saying, I brought up Hollywood and dresses and how they're trying to put dresses on black men and put, in order to push them to the forefront. The only reason why I asked CTV about a trans woman with a biological woman was because the conversation had progressed to procreation and what's a homophobic relationship and all that kind of stuff. I didn't, to be honest with you, I don't see nothing wrong with the whole conversation because it's going to naturally progress and it's going to branch off in different areas. That's what it's going to naturally do.
That's why we have to work through the bullshit. Exactly. We have to work through the intersections, the bullshit, the context nuance that y'all don't honor. Y'all have this tunnel vision of what y'all think it is, and there's a bigger picture here. So that all black men and all blackness can find themselves monolithically. Which is why love is important, because that's going to be the glue to hold all these things together. Until we start having those conversations and until we start being that honest, we will continue to talk about this shit like we've been fucking talking about for fucking decades. We're having the same conversations we've had since the motherfucking 60s.
And that's just my opinion.
Okay, so again, the question is, like, I agree with Information Man when he first started out, when he said that having dialogue about emasculated men. So this is the idea, guys. When I did that thumbnail today, and I asked that question, I didn't put a question mark in the damn thing on the thumbnail, but I should have, because to ask that question is because we do see a lot going on, and the reason that, like I said again, everybody's here because I want everybody's different perspectives on why men are emasculated. I want to start at the beginning, the genesis of why we were emasculated. And when he brought up the book breaking, that is sad. When we bring up a strong man standing with his wife and kids, and an overseer says, you know what, time to the tree, and the overseer would actually sexually assault this man in front of his wife and children. That was emasculation. I think we can all agree. I think that's what we were going at the beginning before.
Yeah, but then what's happening is that y'all are conflating that with actual homosexual men, same gender loving men who naturally are attracted to the same sex, who do not have sex in a brutal or a sexually abusive type of way, that they can come together just like heterosexual people can when they're in love and they care about each other and they have a romance going on. A dance turned into a romance on some Joan girl shit. That's not a problem, but we're saying that you're conflating that with individuals who are not gay, who do not like having gay sex, or that's not even gay sex, anal sex, and it was done in a way to literally have power and control over them, to dominate them. Y'all are conflating that with LGBT existence and experience. That's the problem, because when y'all look at a nigga like CTV, that's exactly where y'all mind goes to. Why would you want to do that? Oh my God, it's so nasty and disgusting. Bitch, you ain't got to do it. You ain't got to do it. Ain't nobody saying you have to. And then on top of that, ain't none of these niggas on the panel worth even thinking about that shit happening to. No shade. I mean, Reckless can probably get it. But no shade. No shade. Ain't none of these niggas on this motherfucking panel on some motherfucking tens across the board to be like, oh bitch, let me follow you. None. Girl, y'all need to figure out who y'all is. That's what y'all need to do. Y'all need to go sit down somewhere, bitch, in the motherfucking woods or in the forest or somewhere where there's a lot of goddamn nature around, bitch. I want y'all to roll up some good motherfucking hybrid weed, bitch, sativa and motherfucking indica, bitch. Roll that shit the fuck up, bitch. Put on some lo-fi music, bitch, at night or in the daytime or wherever you feel inspired, girl, and go sit out in nature, bitch, and go find yourself. Instead of getting mad at a bunch of other motherfucking niggas who know who they is.
Spiraled out of control. But I think that we can all agree that...
Girl, what the fuck happened? Oh shit, girl, started from all the way at the goddamn beginning. Girl, let me stop. Because, girl, that's gonna be it, girl. No shade. We gonna stop. This is what them niggas mad at, girl. This is the perfect time. The Lord said, girl, shut this shit down. Girl. Because there was nothing else to say, girl. They're gonna keep saying the same thing over and over and over again. But this is the thumbnail. They have a problem, an issue with this. They have a problem, an issue with this. Black men are going to have to learn how to love themselves before they can love anybody else for real, for real. Let me do it like this, put it in the middle. They're going to have to learn how to love themselves, girl. See how that black man is loving on his goddamn child? I think it's a son. Don't we ain't got a son? Look at him kissing his son and affirming his son. Maybe the reason why the women are leading because it gives the motherfucking man a chance to fucking connect with his child. Because how many motherfucking niggas being raised without their goddamn father? Maybe that's the universal way of saying, bitch, maybe you need to spend time with your goddamn child and your goddamn son and love on your son. And let these women, girl, operate in their divine masculinity, girl. If they bringing in the bread, girl, and the money, it don't make you less of a man. That means you should be able to love your partner, because what happens if your ass becomes incapacitated? What happens when some shit happens to you and now she has to bear the weight of all that has to be? She's also a partner in your relationship. And baby, y'all talking about women not being strong. Why did the universe allow for them to deal with childbirth, bitch? If any of y'all niggas gave birth, bitch. Baby. The whole motherfucking OBGYN bullshit they talk about, the whole goddamn Roe versus Wade, girl. Y'all hoes will be standing on the front lines, girl, voting for that shit, girl, because you gonna need some help from the gate. Y'all gonna be over there getting abortions and shit because the pain that y'all will have to experience when it come to y'all giving birth. See? Do not understand? It shows the human side of it. This is why this is a spiritual thing. Y'all niggas need to step y'all spiritual game up. And the fact that there are black men in the world who can dress like this and women still want to fuck. And the fact that there are also black gay men who are built just like him, who honor and operate in their divine femininity. and their expression of it. The question is, nigga, who are you? Like the video said in the beginning, girl, you take away the sexual prowess, you take away your ability to perform, you take away your ability to protect and all this stuff. Besides the physical things and the pleasures of life physically that you can express, because the masculine side is the assertive and to do it and to manifest it and to happen. It lays down the foundation. So outside of that, to honor the true whole 360 masculine energy, how can you define yourself masculinely, or what masculinity looks like from a mental, emotional, and spiritual standpoint that is universal? So with that being said, baby, y'all can go ahead and click the link below, and y'all be able to go back and watch the replay for yourself. But black men, gay men, just black men in general, black people in general, this is the time for us to figure out who the hell we are individually. Somebody said in the conversation earlier that we always put one leader and they can always single them out. We're going to have to honor the leader within us, every single one of us. And the only way we're going to do that is we're going to have to honor each other's masculine and feminine energies and expressions. And if we're ignorant and we don't know, we need to educate ourselves so we can show up as better human beings. Because if it's about blackness, we need to establish what kind of blackness you're talking about. Are we talking about all the intersections of blackness or just a particular part of blackness? And please make it plain so that I can do us both a favor and disengage from that. Because if you're not going to accept my blackness, you cannot be upset when that energy is not reciprocated. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. So that means there has to be an equality and an equilibrium here. Y'all have the rest of a good morning. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.